Tretinoin ruined my skin. I made mistakes as a beginner using tretinoin. Grab a pen, grab a jotter. Let's talk about these mistakes. Do not make the same mistakes. Learn from my mistakes. Hi besties, welcome back to the channel. My name is Abimbola AJAYI. I'm your favorite host of this channel. On this channel, we do skincare products, healthy skincare tips, how to look good, how to smell good as children of God, how to always enhance our beauty. So I want to talk about something today. Tretinoin ruined my skin, right? I basically see people using tretinoin just anyhow, and you say, oh, tretinoin is making me purge. I suffered from tretinoin. Tretinoin ruined my skin. This is a picture of my skin before, and this is a picture of my skin after I started using tretinoin. Let me show you how I was able to, take care of it and conquer that. First of all, what is tretinoin? Tretinoin is a medication that is used to treat acne and various skin conditions like sunburn, any sign of aging, and all of that. Tretinoin is a form of vitamin A, right? Tretinoin is a retinoid. They're all a family. They are known as tretinoin is under a family of retinoids, where we have the retinol, the retinal, and the tretinoin. That is the one that we majorly use, which we are talking about today, which is the retinol. Retinol helps to prevent clogged pores. Retinol helps to help with wrinkles, dark spots, hyperpigmentation. I mean, retinol is one of the best things you could use on your skin, but you can use it wrongly, and I would advise you as a beginner using tretinoin, always make sure you know what you are doing. So these are the mistakes I made as a beginner using tretinoin. First thing I did was I was exfoliating my skin while using tretinoin. I mean, I would actually use my morning skincare routine, then at night when I'm supposed to use tretinoin, I'll use an exfoliating routine, I'll use an exfoliating serum, then still use tretinoin. I was breaking out badly. My skin was purging. I mean, there's a particular time when you use tretinoin that you start to purge, but mine was terrible. I was purging and purging and purging. I was purging till it got to a point that I had to stop tretinoin. But I've seen good results about it. People talking about tretinoin, clearing their hyperpigmentation, clearing their dark spots. I'm like, why is my own different? Knowing that I was doing it all wrong. And this is what I want to talk about. So I was exfoliating while using my tretinoin, which is wrong. The second one is I was not wearing sunscreen. I mean, when I finished using tretinoin, I'm supposed to wear sunscreen the next day. Tretinoin is a medication, it's a treatment that I use at night, right, because of irritations and all. So the next morning you're supposed to have a very hydrating routine. I skipped my hydrating routine. I also tried to fade my dark spots, and this ruined my skin. So I had to get products. I skipped my sunscreen. I wasn't even using any sunscreen at all, and this is a major cause of having skin irritation, sunburn, wrinkles, dark spots. I mean, your skin will get 10 times worse than when before you started using tretinoin, and this was what I faced. So please, if you're a beginner to tretinoin, always make sure that you use your sunscreen a day before, right? So another thing that I made mistake in again is that I was not using it properly. I mean, you're supposed to use tretinoin 2 to 3 times in a week as a beginner. I was using tretinoin every night. Why? Because I wanted to fade my hyperpigmentation so bad. I didn't want people to, say, oh, why is your skin like this? With all the skincare money, I was letting what people say get into my head. And I almost ruined my skin. So there was better ways for me to have done it is to do what? Focus on hydration. That is why I always say that pigmentation be there. Leave the hyperpigmentation. Focus more on focus more on having a skin that is well hydrated. So I was using it 3 to 4 times, and I'm not even using a pea size. I would take tretinoin like sunscreen and apply all over my face. I was purging. I was getting dark. My face was darker than my whole body. Your face is supposed to be like, my face was very dark. I got so dark. I'll leave a picture here for you to see. And look at my face now. I got so dark. Why? Because I did not know how to use it. Another thing I did not go for is, tretinoin, there are many brands of it. We have the Retina A, we have the Avita, we have so many brands that produce tretinoin. And if you notice, they have different strengths. You see the one of 0.01, you see the one of 0.025, you see the one of 0.050%. And me, that is a beginner in the tretinoin journey, I went for the 0.050%. I didn't even start from the minimum one, and I was applying it like sunscreen. The only thing I was not doing in my 2 fingers, but the way I apply tretinoin on my face was alarming. And these were the mistakes I made, and I don't want you to make that kind of mistake. So this is why I'm telling you that please, when you want to use tretinoin, always make sure that you follow prescription, and you don't use tretinoin for a long time. Please don't use tretinoin for a long time. We're going to talk about all of these things soon. So what do you need to do if you want to start using tretinoin? First off, when you want to start using tretinoin as a beginner, go for the minimum strength. I mean, go for the one with the 0.001%. That's the least. Like, the percentage of tretinoin in it is so small. I mean, start from there. That is the first thing. Secondly, you want to go for you want to start applying it 2 times in a week, like Monday and Friday or Monday and Wednesday. Always make sure that the gap within those 7 days is a lot. Divide it. You can apply Monday and Thursday, Monday and Thursday. Don't apply tretinoin on your face every day. And when you use tretinoin, don't use exfoliants, don't use things that have fragrances. Go for soothing toner, like the simple soothing toner, rose water, things that will help to soothing your skin. Why? Because tretinoin can actually react with all of those things that have alcohol, that have fragrances, those actives like salicylic acid, lactic acid, mandelic acid. All of this acid, tretinoin can actually react to that, and that will ruin your skin. So you're not going to let that happen, right? So you would want to focus on hydrating your skin. So another thing is wear enough sunscreen. If I want to start my tretinoin journey, I'll get a very big sunscreen. Atomogi sunscreen is there, the Skin Aqua sunscreen is there, Barrier UV sunscreen is there, Blossom Makeup sunscreen is there, Purito sunscrreen is there. I mean, there are a lot of sunscreens that cannot keep. The Suncut Gavia sunscreen is there. I mean, there are a lot of sunscreens are so many that I can't keep this now. Don't get effective sunscreens that will help you get the job done. Don't just get sunscreen that doesn't have enough SPF in it, because you are actually making your skin very sensitive at that point. Your skin is going to be very sensitive, so you need to prevent your skin from any filters, any UVA, UVB rays, or any sunburn. So that is why you need to get enough sunscreen. And mind you, when you are using tretinoin, the next routine you have to do, the next routine you do in the morning has to be a very hydrating routine. Forget your hyperpigmentation. The tretinoin will do that. Focus on having a very hydrating cleanser, like the face fat cleanser, the simple gel wash. Then get a toner, the simple toner, the Aqua pH 5.5 balance toner, the rose water, this green vagina rose water that I've always mentioned. These are soothing toners. They get the job done. So get any of these products. They are very effective. Go for hydrating serum, go for essence, go for the Dr. Rachel Hyaluronic Essence toner, go for Cosrx Mucin, go for Jumisol Peptide, go for Purito Unscented serum, go for the Action Beauty Rice Max. Hydrating product that contains ceramide, peptide, oats, things that would help hydrate your skin, aloe vera gel, soothing your skin. Then go for a very good sunscreen. Avoid using things that have to do with hyperpigmentation. Get a skincare calendar to follow for your routine. On Monday, if you are using tretinoin, don't use tretinoin. On Tuesday, go for a very hydrating routine. On the 3rd day, you can go for getting a hyperpigmentation routine. The 4th day, you can go for getting an exfoliating routine, and you will get the best. I did not have acne when I started using tretinoin. I had little hyperpigmentation, but why? I wanted to get the best out of my skin. I forgot that unhealthy skin is the best skin. I had to remove tretinoin from my routine. I had to remove tretinoin from my journey. Why? Because I wanted a very good and healthy skin. The disadvantages of tretinoin, I've said the advantages: help to clear dark spots, help with acne and all of that. But one of the disadvantages that I know is that your sensitivity to the sun will be increased. If you enter the sun without your sunscreen, you'll be feeling some kind of irritation on your skin, and if you are not careful, you get sunburn, you get wrinkles, you get dark spots, dark patches on your face, and you have dark under eye circle, and you don't want that. So you need to focus on following the rules of having just using tretinoin 2 times in a week to avoid unnecessary stories that touch when it comes to you using tretinoin. Another thing is that the initial worsening of your acne, if you are somebody that has acne and you start using your tretinoin, your acne will get worse. There are high tendencies that your acne will increase. But what do you need to do? If you can, that particular time is known as retinol purging. At that time, you are purging and your face is stinging and there's a lot going on. Always remember one thing: When using retinol and when using tretinoin as someone that has acne, there's high tendency that your acne will increase, and there will be a particular time, let me say for 2 to 3 months, you'll be purging, your skin will, your I'll leave pictures there for you to see. Your acne will start getting 2 to 3 times better, worse. You start getting dark spots, and this is skin purging and skin stinging. It is for a particular period of time, but after that time, if you are consistent with your routine, your acne will go totally. Another thing is that tretinoin is not good for every pregnant and breastfeeding mothers. If you are a pregnant woman, do not use tretinoin. If you are breastfeeding, do not use tretinoin. And tretinoin is also too harsh for those that have eczema. If you have eczema, please leave tretinoin alone. What I'm saying is that because having eczema is already having a dry skin, right? You can't have eczema and have an oily skin. Having eczema is already having a dry skin. So imagine adding more to that eczema that you have. Another thing is that irritation with other skincare product exfoliants. I've mentioned it. Product that contains actives, that contain alcohol, fragrances and all, it can irritate it or cause dryness. You start having patchy and dry skin. These are the things, these are the disadvantages of tretinoin that I've mentioned. And I would advise that if you want to start tretinoin, go for the minimum strength as a beginner. These are the few things I have to talk about tretinoin. Make sure that you follow the rules. Use hydrating toners. Focus on having something that works better for you. Don't just jump into the trend because you see people using tretinoin, you are using tretinoin. You can start from retinol, and don't jump into the trend and get tretinoin and purge your skin out. And if you know that you are somebody that cannot go through that retinol purging for 2 to 3 months, don't bother to use tretinoin at a point. But if you know that your hyperpigmentation is not so much, look at the hyperpigmentation I have, just like little on my face, and I can tell you that if I use azelaic acid or niacinamide or AHAs and BHAs, if I'm tranexamic acid, my skin will be 10 times better. So why do I need to go for tretinoin? But I only recommend tretinoin for people that have maximum hyperpigmentation. The hyperpigmentation is so much that tretinoin can actually do it. Or if you're someone that have body hyperpigmentation, I also recommend that for you. But please, when using your tretinoin on your body, do not use it with kojic sand soap. Do not use it with kojic sand soap. I see people using kojic sand soap with tretinoin. It is so wrong. I know that if you notice that kojic sand, after you use kojic sand on your body, on your face, you begin to have dryness on your body. Your routine has to be so hydrating after that. So now imagine that you are using tretinoin again with it. You will just ruin your skin. Only you are using tretinoin, only you are using kojic sand soap, only you are using Kojivit Ultra, only you are using azelaic acid gel. Do you want to ruin the skin? Please now, I beg, please. Know what works for your skin. Know what you are supposed to use for your skin. Don't just get products because you can't get them. Don't just get products because you can afford them. Watch videos. Understand what tretinoin can do to your skin, right? So this is the end of this video. Make sure you guys like, you comment, subscribe, turn on that post notifications to know when next I drop another video. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.